Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to talk today about how the occult is behind the power of lawlessness, the mystery of lawlessness. And this power, really, it's a subtle corrupting influence, and it's behind the corruption of human nature. You know, this corruption cannot be reversed. It can only be made new. And that's why God sent Jesus Christ, his Son, so that we can be made new creatures, so that we can follow the influence of Jesus and be reunited with God through Jesus Christ, through believing in him and believing that there's a different way and believing that we can be delivered from this world, this corruption that's been set in place. So behind the corruption of the human nature is this subtle corrupting influence of the occult. If we go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, we can read about this. And it talks about perilous times that are going to come in the last days. Men are going to be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers. All of these things that are corruption. This is corruption. And if we go down to verse 8, we see that as Jannes and Jambres resisted Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds. So, Jannes and Jambres, those were the two magicians, Pharaoh's magicians, that, kind of went up against Moses, went up against God. So, excuse me, these magicians are a part of the occult. They have this knowledge of God. And just like Lucifer, we can learn that Lucifer had all the knowledge of the universe. He understood all the mysteries and all of the things of God. But because of the pride, he became corrupted and he fell because he wanted to be like God. So you find that behind this occult power is this pride. It's this pride to become like God. And you'll find that in any of these false religions, the New Age, all of these things, they will deny almost every one of them that I've ever talked to. They don't want to talk anything about, and they don't like to talk about the cross of Jesus Christ. Because the cross of Jesus Christ is where the power of this occult, the power of this corruption that has been set forth gets broken. It's where evil is overcome by good. Because we learn that through this suffering and through standing up against evil, that good does overcome evil. And that's what happened at the cross. It was a victory against the evil forces. So they don't want to talk about that at all because, because they're in evil. They, through pride and the illusion of that, they believe that, they're doing good and that they're in good. But most of these people call good evil and evil good. That's what they're doing because they're deceived. So they don't want to talk about the cross of Jesus. They don't like that because, the demons and the evil spirits that they're listening to and they're following, obviously don't want to know anything about that because then their power is going to be taken away. But that's what this is. This pride, this corruption that's taking place, this deception of thinking that you can become God is what all of these false religions are about. And that's what they're teaching. They're not teaching humility. They're teaching the exaltation exalting the intellect, exalting the mind, and believing through like positive thinking and through declaring positive things that you're going to be able to reach God. And that's what all of this false religion and New Age, that's what it's all about. It's about a Luciferic energy, a Luciferic power, the seething powers of Lucifer, and using the energies to control and become like God, right? And that's what Lucifer was doing. So that's what we see, that really behind all of this corruption is this mystery of lawlessness, this mystery of the occult. And that's what's the drive behind all of it. There's certain people that are in it, and it's pushing this corruption to continue to happen through this false pride. And that's probably the worst thing that you can be in, really, is pride and false religion. That's one of the most detestable things to God. So we have to watch ourselves to be influenced by these corruptions that are out there, by these lies. And just remember that God saves us through Jesus Christ. And you can test the spirits. Anybody that denies that Jesus hasn't come in the flesh, that is a false prophet. That's a deceiver. That's an antichrist. All right. God bless you. Have you a nice day.